performs all around the world. Give it up for the hilarious Philip Walkate.
Yeah, thanks. Hi. I'm from Amsterdam. Oh, yes. Yeah. Woo, yes. Some drug addicts over there. Excellent. Yes. Can I just set the record straight? Okay, our largest export products are not sex, marijuana, and ecstasy. No, they are cheese. Sex, marijuana, and ecstasy. Okay? And we are not a Scandinavian country. No? Okay, we have nothing to do with inventing IKEA. No, we invented other things, like apartheid. Yes. And slavery. And going Dutch. We're actually cheaper than IKEA. And you know, we don't drink like the Scandinavians, okay? No, we drink like the British. We get totally wasted, and after work we go for one drink. I hear you have a 2-drink minimum here. Yeah, we have in Holland as well, but we call it a 2-drink maximum. It's for to protect our youth, for teenagers under the age of 12. I'll tell you something about Holland. Has anybody ever been there? Yeah. Yes, excellent. Wow, woo, yeah. Wow, those are nice. You're even clapping, you're giving applause. Wow, for our small country, right? Yeah. But I just want to, our country is not a small country, okay? We are geographically challenged. Yes. And we do not hate our climate, Thanks to global warming, we now actually have summer. During 1 week. In January. But it's fine, And people say, have you noticed that Dutch people are very rude? No, you haven't? No. Germans, perhaps? They're very rude? Yes, Germans have been rude all 20th century, yes. Yes, they're very rude, yes. Dutch people are not rude, we are direct. Okay? Whereas an Englishman would say, unfortunately, as I'm a bit pressed for time, would it not be too much of an inconvenience if we could come to an arrangement in a slightly quicker manner? A Dutchman would say, hurry up! Okay, but we do speak our languages. We can go to Belgium and speak Dutch there, and we can go to Germany and scream Dutch there, and they'll understand us. But when we go to France, we have to speak our languages. But we can't order our bread and coffee. We'll go there. We'll say bonjour, 2 bread and 1 coffee, please, and hurry up. That's how we do it. Okay. Yeah, and you have 2 political parties, right? Yeah, 2. We have 22. Yes, and our most conservative party is just a little bit to the left of Ralph Nader. That's the Dutch politics. Have you noticed that the Dutch are very cheap? Yes, okay. You haven't noticed anything. You were probably stoned when you were in Holland, yeah. You look like the type of guy who was like, oh man, yeah. Did you get stoned there? No, he's like, yeah, he's still stoned from that joke. Well, anyway, okay, now we're on with, this is a subject you like. You're laughing really loud. Yeah, it's a bit too loud, madam. No. Yes. But I'll be selling joints afterwards, after the show. But Dutch people are really cheap, they're very cheap, A Dutch couple, they will split their hotel room bill. Dutch, yeah. During their wedding night. With another couple. You know how embarrassing that is? 2 couples in one hotel room during wedding night. One couple having to wait till the other couple is done with the condom. Oh my God. Yeah, we are really cheap. When you go to a bar with Dutch people, you'll basically be doing math. It's like Gert had 6 beer and Greet had 4 beer and 1 coffee, and Gerard had only the tap water, so he has to pay the tip and the tax. Well, so if you go to a Dutch bar, never ever forget your calculator. Excellent, yeah. A famous Dutch pickup line? Goes like this. Well, hi there. Can I persuade you to buy yourself your own drink. And one for me too, please. And for my friends. A friend of mine, he met this beautiful woman in a bar. She was like really sexy. She was all over him. And he told her, let's go to your place now. And she said, yeah, but I'm married. He said, doesn't matter. And then she said, yeah, but I'm 2 months pregnant. And he said, doesn't matter. And then she said, yeah, but I live quite far. We'll have to take a cab. And he said, forget it. That's how cheap we are in Holland, you know, cheap. Hey, so I came here by Royal Dutch Airlines. Yeah. Yes! It's the only international airline that uses renewable energy. Yes. It's powered by windmills. I think there should be special airlines for special people. How about you? Don't you think? Yeah. Like for druggies? Yeah. High times. Yeah, hi, this is your captain smoking. Speaking, sorry. We are flying at an altitude of 30,000 feet, and I myself am flying at an altitude of 90,000 feet. In a moment, the stewardess will be passing out. Some munchies and orange juice. Hey, look to the left, you can see some giant sheep. Oh no, they're clouds. Hey, look, it's the Empire State Building. For druggies, but also for terrorists, CIA, airlines. Yes. Welcome on this flight from Paris to New York with a short stop in Syria. Please make sure your handcuffs are in the locked position. We might be experiencing some turbulence. That will be one of our agents beating you up. And for older people, Alzheimer Airlines. For all your intercontinental flights. Oh, yeah. Alzheimer Airlines, you forget you even flew with us. Yeah. Yes. Hey, I think everyone is stoned over here. That's like a two-joint minimum. Yeah, excellent. Yeah, that's how we do it in Holland, you know. How is my English? Okay, thanks. Yeah, I've been having some problems, you know. I went to have a manicure. You know manicure? Yeah. So I said, hello, I would like to have a hand job. And they said, we don't do that here. I said, yes, you do. I've had lots of hand jobs here. I already came twice. They said, no. We do nails here. I said, okay, well, do me. And then they sent me away. I went to the hairdresser, and she started wetting my hair. And I was like, well, I hope afterwards you're going to blow me dry. I said, no, we don't do that here. I said, okay, I'll go blow myself. Please. And then I had a toothache. I had to go to the dentist, but I'm very afraid of dentists. And he was coming with his drill, and I said, please don't come into my mouth. And he said, don't worry, I'm just going to drill your little black hole, put in some creamy white stuff, you'll be okay. And he did an excellent job, you know, and I like it when people do great jobs, so I gave him an applause. I applauded him. I love giving professional men the clap. Well, I had one more problem. My girlfriend, she had a cat, and it was throwing up fur balls, you know? Fur balls, that's how you call it? Like fur balls, yes? Okay. Those kind of balls, yes. And I went to the pet shop, and I said, hello, do you have medicine against hairy balls? He said, no, it's not for me. No, it's not for me. It's for my girlfriend. She's going to put them in her pussy. Anyway, but I love your country. Yes. You know, we admire your country. When Obama was chosen, we were very happy. Are you happy as well? Yeah. But we also admire John McCain. Yes. Yeah. He was a POW. That's right, a prisoner of W. Yeah. We admire your country. We love your country. We love your comedy as well. You know, we watch Comedy Central. You know, we have that in Holland. We have that other comedy channel as well. It's called Fox News. Yeah. I love your country. I love your food. Healthy food. I've been eating every day a decaffeinated sauerkraut hot dog with tofu. It's amazing. It's nice. And the hot fruit juice. Coffee, oh, it's very nice, yes. I have like 20 refills, it makes me sweat. Yeah, it's great, without working out. How healthy is that? Yeah. So anyhow, I went to dinner with an American friend of mine yesterday evening, a woman. Yeah. And then, yes. You were not really certain, were you? Yes, but I'm not certain either. And then she didn't finish her meal, and then she asked the waiter to wrap it. Is that normal? Is that to wrap it? It seems a little bit Dutch, to wrap it. And she said, no, that's what we do in the States. So I told the waiter, so please wrap the table next to us with those two blonde women. Yeah, I thought I'll have them tomorrow for lunch, heat them up and eat them. Thank you very much. I'll see you next time. Thank you.
Keep it going for Philip Walkate.